Hello, my name is Livia Conti. I'm INFN researcher in Italy. I'm a part of the Virgo collaboration. Virgo is a gravitational wave detector hosted by the European Gravitational Observatory near Pisa in Italy. And today I will present you some of the outreach activities of IGO and Virgo. And we also collaborate with our colleagues in LIGO and CAGRA for outreach and public engagement. In this talk, I will report about the activities to allow the public visiting the Virgo site, even during the pandemic. Then I will talk about our efforts to increase the accessibility of our outreach activities, and then about our collaboration with artists. So about the first item, visiting Virgo. So before the pandemic, we had an intense program of on-site visits, and the visitors were increasing in number year by year, as shown in the picture, and reached about 8,000 people in 2019. Unfortunately, the pandemic has stopped all this. Therefore, we decided to start a tour of Virgo for people connected from remote, either via Zoom or via Facebook, so that you don't need to be in Italy to visit Virgo. The visit is organized in such a way that first the visitors receive a 20-30 minutes introductory talk to Virgo and gravitational waves. Then a Virgo scientist at the site tours the visitors around in a live video connection, and then question and answers. All this is very appreciated, and just to give some numbers, in the couple of months at the end of last year, we reached more than 2,000 people. They were mostly Italian speakers. However, we are also doing some visits in English, so we have an international public. Moreover, we plan to add more languages soon. More details in Tanya Taki's talk in the same conference, also about the questionnaire for visitors. In parallel, we are developing another possibility of visiting Virgo from remote. This is a virtual tour based on immersive spherical photos, and you are seeing a short clip of it. The tour can be used autonomously by a person from remote everywhere, or a Virgo scientist can use it to tour a group of people around. The advantage is also that one has a chance to visit access-restricted areas, and visitors can stroll and poke around. The interactivity is the key in the case of the virtual tour. The technical requirements can be very basic, and indeed the tour can be experienced with a variety of devices, including augmented reality goggles. Both the live visits and the virtual tour target high school students and the general public. With respect to the in-person visits, the main advantage is that we can have international wider audiences. People do not need to travel to Pisa to visit Virgo. Also, we can have a strong interaction with social media activities, which is a great opportunity to extend our social media audience and impact. And we will surely continue and develop and expand these programs of remote visits also after the pandemic. However, we also want to resume the in-person visits, which can offer the real experience, which is very impacting from an emotional viewpoint. Let us move now to the second topic, accessibility. I stress that we put much effort to remove the language barrier, translating as much as possible all our products in all the languages of the Virgo collaboration. I want now to give you an idea of the diversity of our efforts, showing a few cases of outreach in different countries and languages. In France, just recently, we put an effort in promoting the visibility of female scientists and their role with the online roundtable and seminar. In the Netherlands, last year, we organized a couple of lectures for school students, and now we are developing a permanent exhibition on gravitational wave science in the Discovery Science Museum of Kerkrade. This is in collaboration with the Dutch Black Hole Consortium and will serve as a main hub of outreach activities on gravitational waves in the Netherlands. We also contributed with the interferometer kits to the Galileo Mobile project to inspire children living in remote areas in Algeria and in the Canary Islands towards astronomy. This project is already a couple of years old, but we are eager to do more in this sense to reach people living in remote areas. So if you are working on this and if you are interested, please contact us. We are very open to collaboration. We put a special effort to improve the accessibility of our initiatives towards visually impaired people. For instance, in collaboration with blind individuals, we developed tactile exhibits on gravitational waves, which are also useful to the general public. We developed a 3D panel of Virgo and a rendering of the effect of the passage of a gravitational wave on a detector like Virgo. You see an example of the 3D panel in the left picture and the tactile exhibits on the effect of a gravitational wave on the right, on the pictures of the center and the right. We produced this last in metal and we use it in public events. But these tactile exhibits on the waveform can also be printed in 3D, so 3D printed, and the instructions are shared in this public repository. There is a link here. But more importantly, the blind astronomer Wanda Diaz-Merced is now a member of IGO, and she's working on the signification of astronomical signals. Indeed, IGO, which hosts Virgo, is member of the Reinforce Consortium, which is boosting the sonification of data and focuses on citizen science approach for research infrastructure. 4 demonstrators are being developed and will be released this summer on the Zooniverse platform. The aim of Reinforce is to involve a wide range of citizens in the analysis of the data, including disadvantaged audiences such as visually impaired people and elderly people. I want now to move to the third and last topic of my talk, the collaboration with the artists. The target of art and science products is the general public, and indeed this approach allows us to reach more people, larger audiences. We have collaborated with artists in different occasions. When there was a major announcement of gravitational wave discovery, for books and dances, for exhibitions, for events with the public. In the remaining of my talk, I will show a few examples of these. For instance, to announce the discovery of the signal GW 190521, which is a gravitational wave signal, the Spanish artist Raúl Rubio developed for us an image which we used as a basis of our press release, and which was also selected by NASA for the astronomy picture of the day. You see here the screenshot of the Virgo website with the image on the left and the news item, the news text, which you see available in 7 languages. To announce another discovery, GW 190814, we collaborated with French artist Alex Andrix, who developed an animation that we also use in our communication. Again, you see an image of our website with the animation and the text translated in several languages. The image was well spread and it hit, for instance, the New York Times, as shown here. We worked with dancers in Spain, in a high conservatory of dance in Valencia, and with for a major choreography with the Merixel Campos Olivet for the project named Surfing Einstein, which is available at this link shown here, and which was inspired by gravitational waves. Just before the pandemic, the IGO director organized an exhibition in Pisa with pieces of artists, with pieces of art inspired by science, as well with the scientific parts in exposition. As in the words of Katsanivas, IGO director, the cross-reflection between artists and scientists can explore the fundamental question of humanity. In summary, I've shown you the diverse actions of IGO and Virgo which we have put in place to engage people towards our science, many also in collaboration with our colleagues in LIGO and CAGRA. To cope for the pandemic, we have developed and we are developing both live visits online and a virtual tour. We are pushing and expanding our collaboration with artists. We put an effort to increase the accessibility, diversity, and inclusivity of our offer. And we are aware that this still does not suffice, and we will work more in all directions I just mentioned. Thanks for your attention.